that I'm unlikable.
Okay. All right. That doesn't mean you don't have a chance. Look at me.
Oftentimes, Tony introduces a regular or a golden ticket winner as one of the fastest growing comedians in the world. But that phrase can also be used to describe the panelist, as James McCann is certainly that. Firmly entrenched in both the worlds of Kill Tony and Matt and Shane's secret podcast, few comedians have rised their stock this year like James McCann has. He has a unique ability, almost similarly to Adam Ray, to almost take over the hosting role. He asks funny, sometimes nonsensical questions to make the interviews more interesting. He's also very hyper-aware of the set and information the comics give him, and he's very quick with it.
I took a train to a train museum.
All right, that's enough.
How good's the train museum? I went to a train museum in Sacramento last month. It was sick. Your girlfriend wasn't the little boy who was cut from broadcast.
I mean, if you help me throw it, James. Yeah.
No.
That would be fun.
But I was interested. Tip moving forward, it can sometimes be hard for people to like you on stage when you boast about having a cleaner. I heard that and I thought, fuck, I wish I was able to afford a salad and a woman to help me. Maybe you got some jokes about your private jet to share with us all as well, eh? I don't think Rafael Nadal is sufficiently masculine. Where is the midpoint? Where is the least manly but acceptably manly man? Do you know what I mean? Is Tony manly enough?
I think so.
Okay, the bar's pretty low. That's a very good answer.
It was a blast to welcome McCann back to the panel on episode 736 alongside Dave Landau, a veteran of the show. It's been a while since we last seen Landau, last appearing alongside Sketch, where his name wasn't the major one on the marquee, but he still delivered countless laughs and was by far the funniest between the two. In this one, Landau picked his spot and had several funny, memorable one-liners. Him and James also had solid chemistry, which made this episode more enjoyable as well.
Oh shit, Mike 4's not on.
So you really are a pedophile?
No, take his mic away.
Okay. Yeah, okay, so fetish porn isn't necessarily about sex.
Yes, it is. Remember a vagina with hair on it?
You're very old.
I mean, you don't even pay her enough that she can afford to eat her own fucking salad.
As for the acts on the show, the overarching theme of the night was improvement. Several bucket pulls came up that have been on the show several times before and delivered what was unquestionably their best minute ever. Let's start off with the show's opener, golden ticket winner Collin Sledge. I truly think Sledge is one of the best performers on the show at the moment. He's been consistent in his craft and truly has never had a dull 60 seconds. Typically, Sledge is one to use self-deprecating humor during his minute, but not this time around. He rapid-fired several jokes, including a great one-liner to start.
I need a paralegal titties to suck on. I feel like the check engine light has very feminine energy, you know? It's like, something's wrong. What's wrong? Well, if you cared, you would already know. My girlfriend thinks The Godfather is too long, but her story about when her coworker was bitchy to her 2 years ago is the perfect length.
Although Sledge didn't touch on his eerie demeanor during his set, it was hard to avoid during the interview, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. It's one of the things that gives his persona a bit of a likability factor. At one point, Tony pointed out that some people are good at the set and bad at the interview, and Sledge might just be one of those people. And one of the things that makes Sledge so good is that he took this as a challenge and came up with a bit and proved Tony wrong, making the crowd laugh.
You are one of those great at the set, and then it's like talking to a giant 5-year-old.
I went to the sex museum. Made me never want to have sex again.
Why?
Because it was gross. It was weird. I did a 4D thing where like the chairs are rocking and it sprayed water in my face. I think you go into a pussy and it sprays water in your face.
There it is. That's how it goes.
Should I have opened with that?
The interview wasn't necessarily awkward because of Sledge. I would argue that Tony made it awkward and didn't play to Collin's persona. Every time that Sledge is on, I always end up hoping that we see him more often. Hopefully he gets more spots in the near future. Juanita was the first bucket pull of the night, just a few weeks removed from having Donnell Rawlings tell her that every black man in the world would want to fuck her. She's got to be up there for the most minutes ever from a bucket pull, and she has had some absolute duds. This minute was pretty okay considering what we've heard from her her in the past. Her interview was again pretty entertaining, from James asking her if she's going to have a quinceañera because she missed it, from the panel making fun of her octave changes in her voice when she speaks.
Can your family see you?
Like a button down.
Would your mom want you out of the family?
Will you have a quinceañera?
I mean, if you help me throw it, James. Yeah.
No.
That'd be fun.
Would you,
You know, I'm
would,
a
you
very-
would you make an appearance, James? Will you make an appearance?
I'm going through a dry spell. Everyone, I think, like, they assume
You're going through a
that
dry
I'm,
spell.
Huh?
It's when you say words that aren't feminine, when you're like, it's very dry.
Pat O'Neill was next, and man, what a look this guy has. He appeared to be cherry-picked right out of the 1980s with his attire. He also kind of looked like all four Impractical Jokers smashed into one person, and despite his shaky, nervous nature, he killed. His joke about Tiger Woods made me laugh out loud harder than any joke on Kill Tony in a long time. Truly a great set with amazing delivery and cadence.
Been vaping, but it's just not as satisfying as cigarettes. You ever try putting one of these out on your kid? Nothing. No reaction. Generation soft. It's a big reason why. Other day, my friend told me Tiger Woods is Native American. I was like, no shit, his name's Tiger Woods. Dad's name Bear Forest.
James McCann made the same observation that myself, and I'm sure a lot of people at home did as well, about O'Neill's appearance, and instead of rolling with it, Tony reared his pissy head. Although I'll give Tony some credit, as he did make perhaps one of the most self-aware comments he's made in a long time during O'Neill's interview.
That I'm unlikable.
Okay. All right. That doesn't mean you don't have a chance. Look at me.
Despite an annoyed Hinchcliffe, O'Neill powered through and had a real solid interview centered around this unique look that he possesses. His great minute in interview earned him a secret show invite, and honestly, this was bordering on golden ticket territory.
I've been thinking about the energy. I think you have the energy of like documentary footage of a comic from the 80s, but like who goes on to have a huge cocaine problem and do voiceovers in cartoons. You look like you're from the past. You have a 1980s young man face.
Looks like your forehead has a thong on right now.
Do people just like laugh at you sometimes when they see you?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'm having my looks insulted by Red Band right now, so. If that isn't all you need to know.
Like O'Neill, Isaac Kane Brown also had a killer set from the bucket. He fired off multiple jokes, all with really unique premises and perspectives. His minute was also one of the made for Kill Tony sets that I've talked about a million times before, but this one is one of the cleanest examples of it.
I think we should start thanking the spouses of veterans for their service. I mean, could you imagine hearing a firework and just getting the shit kicked out of you? Fun fact, I don't know if you guys know this, Hennessy is made from grapes. That's like light beer being made from ranch. You know exactly who's drinking it. Autocorrect can be confusing. For 3 months, I thought my dad was scared of ninjas. Why would ninjas have pit bulls?
Wow.
Staying in the same vein as O'Neill, Brown did a great job staying in the pocket, rolling with the punches, and staying interesting throughout his interview. I feel like he was robbed of a secret show invite.
Well, you attacked the armed forces, but you were of the...
What?
No?
What did he say?
You said something nasty about the army.
Is that true?
You said, fuck the troops.
Yeah.
But you were the troops.
Yeah.
Did you not get along with the troops?
The only reason you joined is because you got C's in high school.
Is that why you joined?
Yeah.
What do you think about CEOs of healthcare companies?
Even though I was impressed with Brown's minute and ability to riff with the panel, I was blown away by the next comedian, Augie Lee. I can already tell that there's going to be a lot of people who don't mess with this guy's style and would even call it a bomb perhaps, but I loved it. It's something different and hyperbolic. It gave off almost a weird blend of Casey Rocket and Tim Robinson. This was all so funny and not a style you typically see on the show. It almost reminds me of when Sir Winston Pickles came up. It's something so unique and strange, and it works really well.
I caught my girlfriend cheating on me. So I bolted up and I said,
"What's the big idea? No, I mean, really, what's the big idea? I mean, what the fuck?"
Anyway, speaking of black guys, right? No, my cousin's dating a black guy, and she's having a baby soon. And I'm like, what's that baby gonna be like, you know?
Hey, yo, where the white babies at? Wah! Can I get a chocolate Newport?
Keeping up with the chaotic nature of the bucket, John Bechtel was next, and this was a huge step up from his last appearance. Bechtel bombed horrifically his last time on. This time, he kept his same fast, mumbly cadence, but there were jokes here, plenty of them. His Eminem bit was hilarious, his wordplay with all the music stars he named was good, and it overall was just a huge improvement from his last time on.
Without these food dyes, how am I gonna know which Eminem I wanna fuck now? No, these music biopics, they're crazy. We'll get a story about XXXTentacion's older brother, XI11Xion, Little Uzi Vert's dad, Big Gatling Gun Horizontal. How Rob Thomas from Matchbox 20 is just like, yeah, hindsight's Matchbox 2020.
His interview featured some more fun bits and stories, such as a hookup being turned down due to her being a juggalo, falling into a sewer. His final story was about how he got his old district manager fired, saying his full name in the process. This was an unintentional reoccurring bit for him throughout his time on stage. Bechtel probably encapsulated the Bucket's theme of improvement the most. Jackson Namey was next, and again, sticking with the theme of improvement, had his best minute on the show. He has one of the most viral clips in the show's history when Tony asked him what the gayest thing about him is, and he said that he sucked dick before, and this set was all gay, but it was hilarious asking the crowd if they drag their butt on the carpet when they're horny or if it's just him was uncomfortable and hilarious. His interview, though a bit tough to follow at first considering his whole minute was about him being gay, but despite that he somehow ended up having sex with the woman he was best friends with, and she is now pregnant.
It finally worked for one of us. We finally... it's been a strategy for a long time.
It was quite a long rigmarole, but we finally got there eventually. Namey's improvement was vindicated by Red Band inviting him to the secret show, Landau saying he has what it takes to be a good comedian. Hopefully he gains employment or some support for his future boy.
Do what remixes?
Gay remixes.
What do you mean gay remixes?
Sorry, we just saw a gay remix come out earlier on. It was a gay guy who's not gay anymore.
Oh, yeah, I heard the last part of that.
He's sort of not gay anymore.
Well, he dabbles.
Yeah, he dabbles.
Alrighty, guys, and that was me going over Kill Tony, episode number 736. What did you guys think of this episode? What did you guys think of James McCann and Dave Landau as panelists? What did you guys think about the bucket polls in this episode? Leave your comments down below. Don't forget to check all the links down below as well. You can like me on Facebook, @TroopTalks. Follow me on Twitter, @TroopTalks. Or follow me on Instagram, @TreyVonPixley. Also, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Click the bell icon so you're notified every single time I drop a new video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.